The marriage mindset gap. How men and women enter marriage with different belief. Marriage is often seen as a union of two people in love, ready to build a life together. But is this the reality? What I have come to learn, and wish I had learned earlier, is that men and women come to the table with different expectations that are often not discussed. Why is it not discussed? These things do not come up in premarital counseling if you decide to undertake this. Things that society expects, social norms, gender roles, customs, cultural requirements, hidden and expected patriarchal expectations, the list goes on. In today's society, marriage is a risk, probably one of the highest risk adventures a couple can get into, especially women now, as times are rapidly changing. Women, drop a note and share how you are preparing for what lies ahead. Anyway, when men and women have a real heart-to-heart about expectations and how to manage the relationship on an ongoing basis, they may be in for a real wake-up call. Let's take a look at the distinct perspectives and big challenges that men and women face regarding these mindsets. A lot of times men will feed women lip service. They will say and do the things they believe she wants to hear. They will say all the right things. They set the scenario that things will be wedded bliss. They will not have issues, and if so they will have the skills to be able to handle it, adapt, and go forward, but this isn't always the case. How many women have had their husbands change on their wedding night? Or 3 months later, cause they could not handle putting on the show any longer? The male mindset. The chase is over for some men. Marriage signals the end of the pursuit. The effort they invested in dating their partner, impressing her, and securing her affection is no longer seen as necessary. Now they can relax, build things, and move on with their career and hobbies and whatever else they want to entertain. A lot of times, men get married because society says to. They earn respect, get a boost in their career, get a salary increase, and are respected by other men. Win-win-win, all for them. Here's a breakdown of common beliefs men may have. 1. I've achieved the goal of marriage. Many men see marriage as the apex of the relationship journey rather than the start of ongoing growth and connection. 2. She's mine now. There's often an implicit sense of ownership, where the wife's love and support are assumed to be unconditional and guaranteed. 3. I don't need to try as hard. The effort to maintain romance, emotional connection, and active partnership often takes a backseat, leading to complacency. 4. Marriage comes with perks. Men may unconsciously expect their wives to take on a disproportionate share of household duties, childcare, and emotional labor, viewing this as a natural part of the marital arrangement. 5. I have more freedom now. With a partner managing the home front, some men feel freer to pursue hobbies, friendships, or career ambitions, often at the expense of shared responsibilities. 6. Conflict is her problem. Men may disengage from addressing issues or assume that their wives will handle emotional or relational challenges. If marriage is part of your agenda, all of these things need to be discussed before saying, I do, but be mindful that the words they say may be again, just buying his time, and in this day and age, with Project 2025 lurking around the corner, getting into a marriage with the possibility of not being able to divorce is a high risk, especially for women. You have to be able to judge his level of respect toward women. And yes, now more than ever before the topic of the patriarchy needs to be discussed. It impacts them, whether they realize it or not, as it does women. All of it needs to be addressed, several times. The female mindset. The beginning of a shared journey for women. Marriage often represents the start of a new chapter filled with partnership, mutual effort, and shared dreams. Many women envision a deeper emotional connection and expect their spouse to contribute equally to the relationship and household. But are the men only allowed to express anger? If women are going into the relationship thinking it will be wedded bliss, there will be a learning curve. Here's a breakdown of common beliefs women may have. 1. We're building a life together. Women often see marriage as a foundation for teamwork, collaboration, and mutual support. 2. Love needs consistent effort. Many women expect their partners to continue the emotional investment and romantic gestures they showed during dating. 3. Responsibilities will be shared. Women often assume that both partners will contribute equally to household tasks, childcare, and emotional labor. 4. I'm still an individual. Women may enter marriage hoping to maintain their personal goals, friendships, and identity alongside their partnership, but will they? 5. Does he become possessive and controlling, or tries to tell her how to spend her free time? 6. Communication is key. Women frequently prioritize open communication and expect their partners to actively engage in resolving conflicts and deepening emotional intimacy. 7. Does he stonewall, ignore or belittle your requests for connection, or gaslight you? 8. We're a team in every sense. From finances to decision-making, women often expect equality and shared input. Sometimes men feel they are the sole decision-maker when it comes to finances, even when married. They don't view the marriage as a true partnership. The gap is wide. There is a huge gap here. Often there are topics not discussed before getting married and then starting to have kids, and the situation goes from, well, you already know, is the gap too wide and the challenges too much? Is the 4B movement going to prevail? Are lavender marriages the way to go now? Drop a comment, subscribe for more, and be sure to catch the next video here.